Blessings and love. It is always a great day here at Refuge and Fortress. My name is Emmanuel O.
And I'm Loni O.
And this is Before
Yes,
Yes, your practical pathway to having a kingdom-fulfilled relationship. On today's episode, we're talking about 5 ways insecurity is killing your relationship. 5 ways your personal insecurity is actually affecting and doing your relationship a disservice. Coming up now. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against the authorities, against powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places or in high places. Insecurity is not flesh and blood, but actually a spirit that causes you to be in a dark place, in a very, very dangerous place, in a funk that comes to affect and destroy your relationship. Remember, the devil has only 3 jobs: to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So if the devil can get you to destroy your relationship, it's not going to turn into a marriage. If it can get you to destroy your marriage, it doesn't turn into a home, and so on and so forth. And so one of the ways is insecurity, so 5 ways for you to know that you are actually killing, or insecurity rather, is killing your relationship. Is number 1, when you constantly find yourself comparing what you have with other people. When you just constantly always do that. You don't even know why you're doing it, but you just see yourself constantly comparing. Well, look at what they're doing. Look at what she's doing. Look at what he's doing. Why are we not doing that? It's almost like you can never be satisfied or be happy with what you're doing and how you are, or with who you're with. You're constantly looking on social media to compare your relationship, and it's an indication that you are insecure. It's one thing for you to say, hey baby, let's go on vacation, and we're like, okay, great, no problem, let's pick a date, let's pick a time, and let's go on vacation. But if you're constantly saying, look at this person, they're already at this place, or look at that other person, they're already here,
or they went to vacation, you know what I'm saying,
or they're doing this, or look at what they got on, look at what he got on, what she got on. You are constantly comparing, trying to keep up with other people, and you're failing to see the joy and happiness or the beauty of your own relationship. It's a sign that insecurity is starting to mess you up.
And it's very dangerous because you really don't know what's happening out there. You have no idea. Social media is a facade. People can post whatever they want you to believe. Same thing with relationships. They can put out whatever they want you to believe. Absolutely. So you never know. The second way insecurities can be killing your relationship is by constantly requiring reassurance. Reassurance from your significant other, or reassurance from outside, others. Constantly requiring it.
You constantly need a make me feel good pill.
Right. It's one thing. It's one thing to have a love language where it's
tell me you love me.
Tell me you love me.
Every morning.
Right. Tell me you love me. Say it. I want to hear it, kind of thing. But you have people that need the reassurance every 5 seconds. Is, oh, you didn't tell me you love me. I just gave you your food. You didn't tell me you love me. Like, it's like a constant, every 10 minutes, reassure me that we're in this together. That could be draining. That could be a lot. That could just show, like, listen, what are we doing?
I mean, it's a sign of insecurity.
Absolutely.
Let's call it a spade a spade. If you constantly, literally, we're talking about obsessively need assurance about yourself. There was a show we were watching. This guy, a Caucasian dude, dating an Asian girl, and one of his way of continuing in that relationship to decide whether he's going to marry her was that he needed to constantly be reassured that he looks good.
Right.
And they had a big fight, and one of the reasons that he kept hammering was that you don't tell me how good I look. You don't. I tell you all the time, but you don't tell me all the time how good I look.
You said it right.
Like,
the feel-good pill.
You know what I'm saying? He needed a feel-good pill. You need it all the time. When you're constantly looking for reassurance, chances are you're suffering from some kind of insecurity.
And then even reassurance from outside. You want people to look at you and say, oh, that relationship is so great. Or, oh, that's couple goals. You're constantly looking for people to hamp you guys up and hamp your relationship up. That is
It's killing.
Yeah.
It's killing. It's killing the relationship.
Yeah.
The third way you could be letting your insecurity kill your relationship is when you're overly materialistic. You gotta have something, some kind of thing to fill a void. You know, again, when you're having to fill a void, it's almost all the time a sign of insecurity. You may be insecure about something, and there are different type of things that could cause you to be insecure. But when you constantly need to make up for something by gift and material things and flashy stuff and designer stuff and just shopping and buying things, it's killing your relationship.
Yeah,
you know, sweetheart. It's causing a detriment to your relationship.
And it's literally like an obsessive need.
Yeah.
It's like every little thing you use it to mask something.
Yeah. To avoid
you know,
dealing with something.
To avoid dealing with something,
absolutely.
or to paint a picture of something else. You know, so that's really dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So the fourth way insecurities could be killing your relationship is by putting up a facade of a relationship.
A fake life.
There are people out there that paint their picture of their relationship as something that is not. They come out there and they're all lovey-dovey, or you see the girl all up on her you know, boyfriend, and she's all kissy or whatever the case may be, and maybe he's in it too, or maybe he's just like okay, but when they get home, he's like, oh, don't touch me.
Right.
Or they're like roommates practically, you know, or they don't even actually have that affectionate relationship that they put out there.
Another way is they're constantly trying to be who they're not, or at the level where they're not. For example, they're constantly some people will go as far as renting designer bags, designer shoes, designer outfits, rent cars,
just try to
put up a face.
Rent houses. Just try to fake something that's not there.
Fake something that's not really there. You know, it's a form of insecurity, and it's killing your relationship.
And this is not just even like, oh, individuals do that. No, people do that together in a relationship.
Yeah, couples.
Like they want to put an image of what they are out there when they're
what they're
really
not.
What they're not out there. What they
you know. So that could be killing your relationship. Absolutely. When you're being who you're not, or doing things that you normally wouldn't do just to impress others.
Eventually, somebody's gonna get tired. One of them is gonna get tired and be like, "Listen, why we keep having to keep up with stuff that don't make no sense? It's not us.
It's not us." Right. And eventually, it's gonna either you get tired or your relationship comes to an end.
Yeah.
It's literally just that simple.
Yeah.
You know. All right. So, and number 5 today that we're talking about is another ways insecurity could be killing your relationship is abuse.
Yes.
Abuse simply means abnormal use of a thing. Yeah. You know, you could be abusing your boyfriend. You could be abusing your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. You know. And so a form of abuse is when you lack trust for your significant other.
Yes.
They have never given you a reason not to trust them, but because maybe your past experience or whatever the case may be, you just can't find it in your heart to trust them. It's a form of abuse. Or you don't appreciate them enough like you're supposed to. It's another form of abuse.
Yes, because you start to do things that are over the top in trying to fill that void, or trying to, you know, kind of quench that insecurity by snooping around or looking for something that's not there. Yeah. It is abusive to your spouse because number one is disrespectful. Number two, you're going to constantly be arguing about something that's not even there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
You're fluent.
No, I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people think abuse, we have the mentality when you say abuse, the first thing that comes to your mind is the physicalities of things. Yeah. But there's also emotional abuse. There's different ways to abuse a relationship, you know, so insecurities definitely can be killing your relationship through abuse.
Yeah. When you find yourself constantly doing these things, that's how you know insecurity is killing your relationship. What are we talking about? You find yourself constantly comparing. You find yourself constantly having to fake your life, fake who you are, fake yourself for approval of others.
Exactly.
You find yourself constantly needing reassurance about who you are, or you want someone to make you feel good all the time, and what you mean.
Right.
What's going on here? You know, or you find yourself constantly just abusing each other. You know, abusing your love, your relationship. You know, taking each other's kindness for weaknesses. You know, you know, or you find yourself constantly materialistic, having to fill a void with some kind of things, gift, material stuff, just shopping all the time just to fill a void. It's not like you like shopping or you just like spending or you just like splurging or it's covering something. I'm telling you, most of the time, look deeply. You can tell that there's some kind of sadness going on, and you just want to mask it, and you just want to find happiness in these things that you're receiving or buying for yourself. The worst case scenario in the fake life or the materialistic lifestyle is when you buy stuff for yourself and make it look as if your significant other bought it for you. There is no other highest form of insecurity that one can have.
That is just
Laura flower fire.
Just to show others, like,
and then you tell your friend, look what my boyfriend got me. Look at what my girlfriend got me. What kind of insecurity is going on with you?
That's a little
fix it,
extra.
you know? So those are ways insecurities could be killing your relationship. If you find your relationship in these categories, pray to God and wait till next week when we're going to be releasing 5 ways to deal with insecurity in your relationship. Yes. And that is all we have for today. I hope we've shared a tip or two to help solidify your kingdom union today.
Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and comment down below.
And until next time, be the light,
be the salt.
And remember, all things are possible if you believe.